Welcome to this episode of Mommy Seastar. Today we're going to do a very simple city sketch. This is a photograph I took over 20 years ago now in the city of Prague. This is the Balta River and this is the Charles Bridge going into the old city. Such a beautiful place. I'll be working from this photograph to make a sketch in acrylics. I don't have a lot of time, but I want it to be a peaceful time that I do have. So I'm going to keep it very loose and very enjoyable.
I got her sleeper right here.
Perfect.
It's at the foot of her bed.
Okay. That's my husband. He has graciously agreed to take on kid duty and give them dinner. Usually I give them dinner and sit with them, but tonight I'm having a little bit of me time, which is very precious and very important. This long piece of wood it's a masonite board that actually came out of my girl's toy piano. She didn't really seem to need this piece, because I want this 60-40% to let this big tower, I believe this is the tower on the Charles Bridge, so it'll be about right here. There's a nice dome, probably the church, right about here. Another spire. The spire goes up and over.
Next time you want something on your plate, just put it to the side. Don't throw it down.
Okay. I'm using rosy beige and white for the sky, and then I'll mix in some white and some cerulean blue. This is cerulean blue in the background. I'll be covering up most of this. But the blue in the back should show through a bit in the beige and the white. How this photograph is taken, it looks like the sky is white, but I want to add some variations in my sky, so that's what I'm doing. Some more blue up top here, and some more rosy beige down towards the horizon, the sky, the city line. Remembering to add some blue, or some water rather, so that the paint goes on quicker and thinner. Because one of the fun things about this, good,
Nicely right now.
Very glad to hear it. One of the nice things about this kind of wood is that the paint can go on so smoothly.
I'm seeing if the behavior is much different with us not really around much.
I think it is sometimes a lot better, actually.
I'm giving her some food here and there. Like, she's doing pretty well. Good job, baby Rose. Good job, give me 5. Good job, cooking. Want to try french fries?
You can tell how high energy my family is.
No? Okay. Say no, thank you.
And that's why my painting is so important to me, my painting time. To take it down and let myself have some relaxation time. Some time to contemplate. That's what painting is. It's a kind of a form of contemplation where you accept things you're looking at. Good.
Dinner, so probably be done in about 15 minutes, my guess.
Okay.
With the dessert and everything.
Okay.
10-15.
That should be fine. So I better speed up a little bit. Okay. Now this rose beige will be really nice for the buildings that are far away. So I'll do that. But first I want to put some of these hills in the back. There's some hills going way back here. Always want to start with what's farthest back and work your way forward. That will save you a lot of time and give your painting depth. You won't have to paint around anything. You can just paint the shapes as you go along. Okay. Now I'll start to paint the rosy beige buildings. There's just a block of them here. They go something like this. Paint should be a bit thicker because I don't want the blue to show through here. I want it to look solid. And here's a shadow on this building here. And then the lighter part of the building here. And then another one with a shadow. Again over here. And this one sort of tilts back a little bit. And it's okay not to get the proportions exactly on a sketch like this. Especially with these. Some painters like to put a lot of detail, and I like some detail, but I want this to be a relaxing process. So I want it to look realistic, but not, this is not hyper-realism by any means. That's okay. My son is very smart. He's preparing to go to school. We're still working on some basic things. It's all important things. Looks like there's some buildings farther back here. So I do have to go back a little bit and add them, and that's okay. Daddy's doing very well tonight with them. It's good. Okay, some of the rooftops.
You're doing much better without us being there.
Yeah.
The old kids table action.
Yep. That's why kids' tables were invented, I think. Yeah. Looks like I'll need to move my spire over. It's dinner time.
We're having dinner right now. Hey. We're having dinner right now. Close your eyes, Granny. Oh, yummer.
I'm gonna paint this and move the spire over.
Food nasty. Oh, good job, baby Rose. Good
That
job,
is so
baby
funny.
Rose.
He is a funny
Using spooners. Yummy. Here, drink some water. Did nicely.
It's a little bit thicker.
Oh, wow, look at that. Almost
I think what I'm gonna do is paint over this.
Making progress, babe. 5 minutes out.
Okay. Oh, we'll see what I can do in 5 minutes.
Eat the food nasty.
This might have to be part 1 and part 2.
Rose, he's nicely. Jump ball
And
doing
that's
pretty
alright.
well.
Also,
Watch jump ball. He knows how to do it.
moms
Nice.
have to be flexible.
Watch jump ball.
Artists have to be flexible.
Yes, yes.
Mom artists have to be really
Nice.
flexible.
Nice, nice. Be nice. Be nice. Nice,
But I
nice.
want to get this right.
Jumper.
And I want to enjoy it too. Okay.
Oh, wow. Very nice.
Okay, let's see if we can get this Charles Bridge Tower in here. These things are so old. It's so amazing. Me coming from the States, I just am gonna always be amazed at how old things are in Europe. I will always be like that. It wouldn't matter even if I lived there or whatnot. I will always be amazed at the quality of these buildings and the age of them. It's just incredible what people can do when they study and they are really determined to do it. It's just beauty. It just is at every turn in Europe. In some of these old cities. Prague. It's a beautiful city. They were just starting to clean it when I was there. It had a lot of black on the buildings from coal, because that was their main source of power for a long time. And they were just starting to clean the dark coal off of some of these old buildings. So you could see the original bright colors underneath. It was really pretty cool. Let's see if I can make this look dimensional with some shadows. Okay, and let's add some trees.
They're almost done.
Wow.
It's like the fastest ever.
Okay, we have some trees coming up here. Well, I'll add the green later on. This is definitely going to be part 1 of this video.
How do we duplicate this performance of eating?
I just want to outline the
That's
bridge.
what I want to know. Look at you, you're almost eating all done.
Maybe I should stay in here every night. Wouldn't that be nice? It's a good idea for me. I'm going to color this dark so that I can add the highlights over it later when it's dry. We have a lot of the songs for it. It helps her to memorize things. Music is a really good way to memorize. Okay. You can see it's starting to take shape, huh? Beautiful architecture of everything in this bridge.
Want ice cream? All done? Y'all done? All done. Okay, drink your water, you get ice cream. Amy's getting ice cream, John Paul's getting ice cream.
Okay. Just work with what we have. That's how you get things done. Work with what you have. There's some of the light city buildings showing under the bridge here.
Oh, look at your belly, dude.
It's very funny to hear them. They're doing very well. Sometimes they just need a little space for mommy. And mommy just needs a little mommy time. Then they kind of start to solve their own problems.
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Okay, who wants an ice cream? You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. All right.
Well, that's very important. I really want these shadows to look like shadows. I wonder how many dads say that. Charles Bridge is very famous in Prague. I don't know the history of it, but it has a lot of statues of the saints on it. Yeah. Prague is a Catholic city. St. Wenceslas, if you've heard the Christmas song. St. Wenceslas was a real person and was a king in Prague. I'm sure he's one of the statues on this bridge. But there's like, all I could see of them are, they look like this, like little shapes, but these are really huge, huge statues.
Nicely, okay? Eat neat. Don't make mess, okay? No mess, okay? Nice and neat, okay?
I wanted to give you something nice to look at for this video. Hopefully you can see the direction that this painting is going.
You okay, son? You have a burp?
They're so
Eat
funny.
slowly, okay? Don't go fast. If you eat slowly, you'll feel better. Baby, Mom wanna start getting ready.
Okay. I'm gonna start to wind up pretty soon. I'm gonna use some of my paints up. I want to do some of the water. And it looks like I have some white, very light blue right in front of the bridge, reflecting the sky. And you want to kind of bring in all the colors into the water and highlight
You guys did really well eating
the
tonight.
sky and all the colors that are in your painting. They can show up again in the water and balance the painting that way. This is a challenging format, so I'm having to really get in there.
Hey, we might want to try this again tomorrow. Us eat before they do.
That would be fantastic.
Based on the performance so far.
Yes. I'm actually back here by myself and it's nice. Okay, I'm going to use the fan brush to show where the water is. Let's actually use some water. How about that? A little water, but not too much. I don't want it to be muddy. Okay.
Oh, you want bonus? You gotta drink all your water. You guys gotta share the bonus. We only have one left. Want to share it? You gotta sit and drink your water first.
And there's a really nice, this is going to have to be filled in more because this is a very rosy beige color right here, and I really want it to be, I don't want it to be mixed with black or anything like that. And there's a lot of little windows and whatnot, so I'll put those on later.
Bonus.
black.
Okay, you only got like very little time left. Hey, don't do that. Pull your chair in. Pull it in.
I think this is not bad for the amount of time that I have had to work with here. This is not bad.
Alright. You want bonus?
I just want you to see where the trees
You
are
want
gonna
bonus?
go.
Hey, don't pull on them. John Paul's
I have
turning the table again.
Oh, don't do that, please.
Hey, you're tearing at it. It makes it worse, see?
This is where the trees will go. I'll have to change
See that?
the colors for sure.
We're gonna
Let's
fix
do
that.
some Bob Ross
Don't-
action
don't
here
rub
so you
it.
can get them looking like trees right
It
away.
makes it worse. Now I gotta tape it. Now it's gonna look cheese ball. Here. It's gonna look
What
cheap.
is cheese ball?
It's no good.
That's so funny.
Here, wipe your face and hands and then drink your water to get bonus.
See my trees there? That's the easy way to build the trees. Then
Heck no, dude. I get some too.
I got some trees
What do
on
you
this
think?
side.
We're splitting it 3 ways.
And this one on this side is just very black, so I'm just gonna fill this in. Variations are good, of course, but mainly it's just because it's so close up and there's no light on it, so it's a big black tree. Okay. Now I think my water needs a little more blue. Blue and white. To make sure that it looks like water, but not like blue, but like white. Light blue. That's what I'm trying to say. Light blue. Mm-hmm. There. And I see a little bit along the edge. It's sort of a brown color, so I'm really just using red and black.
Baby, she's almost done.
Okay, me too. I mean, I could work on this a lot longer, but yeah, I don't have a lot longer.
Drink water.
Just time to do the sketch. Just enough time. Look at that. Work with what we have. It turns out very different depending on how much time we have. Sometimes less time, it turns out better.
Drink water.
These need some greenish.
Alright, she's done.
Okay,
She is done now.
dinner time. I mean, bath time. And there you go. The sketch of Prague. I'll probably put some more details and put the finished picture in the thumbnail, and that way you can see it finished. But this way you can see how I got to this point. I have to put this, make sure it doesn't look like a face or anything. And there you go. I'm gonna change this color a little bit. That's better. Red. Add a little red here and there because the red in the sunset.
Which leg is hurting? Did you scratch it?
There we go.
Let me spray it.
I want to make this look like an island with the trees on it. There.
Hey, knock it off.
Okay. And there you go. A picture of Prague.
Calm down.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.
Knock it off.
Bye-bye.